Either way, both these players here counting down on the timers. We are set to go in 10 seconds. I'm hyped. A little bit hot and heavy, honestly. I'm a little bit anxious. See what's going to happen here.
Winner of this faces Finney, but they'll be at a 1-0 disadvantage in the best of 5.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have both players with cursor on screen there for a second, which would have been an epic emulator, like, I don't know, Cardinal Sin showcase right there, but unfortunately, both Zhilkan and Sunnard realizing that their cursor is on the screen, so we're not going to get the joke how special today.
It's like how in school sometimes if you're watching a video, the teacher will leave the cursor on the screen.
Oh
there's a cursor. There's a cursor briefly. From Zhilkan perhaps hearing us, just wanting to mess with our audience.
Alright, so both players getting ready to jump out of the pipe here into the first race. Of course, still a best of 3 here. We're not in the grand finals yet. The grand finals are going to be a best of 5, sort of. So basically, honestly, we should have made it a best of 7 because the maximum amount of games we can have is 4 because the person coming out of the losers bracket gets a 1-game deficit just because, you know, they had to lose a match to get down there. So the winner bracket finalist didn't lose any matches. They get a slight advantage. It's not a whole series, but it is 1 point. As we have
already seeing a deviation here. Zhilkan going for LBLJ, Sunnard not going for LBLJ. Now, I haven't commentated much of the emulator tournament, so I don't know if Sunnard has LBLJ in his arsenal, but he might want to think about going for it in some of these later races.
Yeah, Sunnard definitely can pull out the LBLJ. We saw him doing it yesterday a little bit. It was in the sort of nonsensical third race that didn't count, but definitely has the ability to do so. But I think, honestly, LBLJ is a little bit overhyped in this tournament. LBLJ in, like, more historic 16-star tournaments was kind of, like, not used as much, right? Like, whew, okay. Obviously, you have that around 20 to 30 seconds of time save you can grab from getting a successful route, but, you know, there's so much harder strats, so many harder stars. I mean, we've been seeing, like, people like Slippery Nip and Kano dropping, like, 16s, 18s, 19s doing LBLJ. Like, it can happen to anybody. So I think going for no LBLJ here to start off is a super good play.
Well, Zhilkan already lost some of that time with a ledge grab there after the cheese block, and he missed an entire cycle on Dark World. Pretty much just had to stand there and wait for the platforms to come back around. So already a couple seconds of time loss, and that 20-second buffer is starting to chip away.
Yeah. I mean, not to naysay too much, but I mean, you got to do Dark World no matter what. The good thing is that he did LBLJ right. Like, he got the hard part of the route wrong, or excuse me, right. In terms of the routing, the things we're going to be looking for are like pillarless fails, side hop fails, triple box jump fails, anything that you wouldn't see in no LBLJ. Be like the things to look out for.
Already, Sunnard looking really good in Whomp's Fortress. Getting both Owlless and Cannonless on the texture setup. So things looking good, gonna get Wild Blue there. He obviously has a couple more stars to go in Whomp's Fortress, whereas Zhilkan does not.
Tom Carr coming into the chat room to say that LBLJ is free. Gonna have to go look through some Cool Cat Gang VODs and see if that is backed up by his gameplay in the tournament. Either way, Sunnard here going for the Womp King. Zhilkan joining our friend Sunnard in Womp's Fortress. Going to be nabbing that Owl's first try.
Yeah, pretty easy for both players here, and now we're going to see which setup Zhilkan's going to go for in Cannonless.
Yeah, and if Zhilkan gets this Cannonless first try, I think Zhilkan's chilling, right? We lost a little bit of time in Dark World, but we didn't die, which is like the key element of Dark World. Obviously, anywhere in 16-star, if you die, you're having a bad time, but especially in Dark World.
That was a really fast textureless setup. Sorry to cut you off, but that was an excellent textureless, or excuse me, texture setup.
We should start calling OG Cannonless textureless.
In any event, a phenomenal setup there by Zhilkan, doing it very fast, even faster than Sunnard, and indeed he is very much chilling at this point.
Dude, honestly, we need to get more fresh voices into the commentary booth for Mario 64. You get so many like new ideas for like trick names, especially my favorite one so far in this tournament has been corner jump in Lethal Lava Land. I've never heard anybody call it corner jump, but I really like corner jump.
Yeah, I think it makes more sense than side hop. I think we talked about that on Friday.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna presumably see it out of Zhilkan, who's heading to the basement now.
I'm not
going into Cool Mountain for 2 stars.
I'm not sure if these guys are trolling at this point, but I've seen Zhilkan flick the cursor on screen a couple of times and Sunnard's cursor has returned.
Oh yeah,
maybe we can get like an enlargement on that cursor. That'd be optimal. Ooh, Sunnard getting caught up on the cannon there. It's a little bit of an unusual mistake. It's pretty easy to do, but you don't really see runners at this level messing that up too much. If you get too far to the right, you don't have enough distance. I think even if you go far enough.
You do see runners mess up Tama Plus, but not Zhilkan. He is cruising at this point very fast.
Dude, I think
that's better than a lot of Tama Pluses we've seen in the N64 tournament.
Yes.
So we're gonna close up shop here with wall kicks will work.
Oh, the backup though. Let's go. What a king.
Great save.
Yeah, that backup is actually a lot easier than it looks. I remember the first time I saw it, I thought it was like the most god gamer thing I've ever seen. And like, once you know to do it, it's like, oh, I'm going too far. I just hold up and then like slide around. Like, it's obviously not easy, but like, it looks crazy.
It is certainly very appealing to watch. So I'm kind of going to close up shop here and shifting sand lane with the top of the pyramid. Whereas Sunnard still has Dark World to go. Saren, I'm so old that I remember people in 16 star doing 10 stars in the lobby and then getting winged cap.
Yeah, I think that was one
like
of
an actual route in like 2009.
I remember what like the really old Google Documents routes would be like, yeah, go for like Princess Secret Slide if you're not feeling comfortable with this or something. It's like, oh. And like nowadays, like people are like, just do LBLJ, it's easy.
Yeah. I was trying to learn 16 star because I was briefly thinking about being in this tournament. And I was accidentally doing Princess's Secret Slide a fair amount before I realized, wait a minute, I can just do Cool Mountain, although I've completely lost the ability to do wall kicks will work, so I might have to get it back up there, which is kind of awkward because it's a pretty fast start.
Yeah, Zhilkan with a beautiful corner jump there. As you see Sunnard going to be exiting Dark World here. Definitely with a little bit of a deficit. Zhilkan definitely taking advantage.
Okay, able to keep Bowser on the stage. That is good news.
Yeah,
but Sunnard missing a throw, going to lose a little bit of time there.
Not a huge deal. I mean, missing a Bowser one toss that way is a little bit demoralizing, but you're not losing a ton of time. When you're throwing them off the edge, though, yeah, that's a big problem. You got to throw them pretty far. Usually on Dark World, you're trying to go for like kind of a super small spin. Unless you're like, I don't want to say a beginner at Bowser one throws, but if you're like doing like a very like basic like 2-spin throw where you're actually like throwing them pretty far, that's when you get a little bit dangerous there. But Zhilkan here entering into the volcano. I'm guessing we're going to see elevator tour. We've seen a surprising amount of players going for lava boost though.
Indeed, Zhilkan going for elevator.
And honestly,
right into the basement, you can see how far he is ahead. 11 stars now, although a bit of slower stars left to go. Sunnard just going for the quick ones.
Yeah, I mean, really, we're kind of past that point, right? We have triple box jump left, but other than that, Sunnard collecting pretty much the same stars. Coming up, we got to do 8 red coins, then on into HMC. So it's pretty much a solid lead here for Zhilkan, and a very commanding lead, honestly making me eat my words of the no LBLJ is the meta. But we'll see if it holds up. Doing consistent LBLJs, multiple no resets in a row, is pretty tricky. I mean, if anybody's sat there and watched a 16-star runner do PB attempts, like, so much of the time is spent in the intro and lobby and nowhere else.
Yeah, I remember when you and I were commentating the RTA, there was about an hour period where nobody made it like halfway into Wump's Fortress.
Yeah, can't
Still a
have
very
him.
fun event. Hope we can do that again someday.
Zhilkan with one more star to go. Going to be rolling rocks as Sunnard is just now going to be joining him in HMC. Be a star or two down, but definitely not out of it. We got the hardest parts of the run coming up. Zhilkan gonna have to keep it cool and collected. Is the favorite to win. Is going in with a lead here, but I almost don't want to bring up the ways Zhilkan could lose the run because there's just so many of them. Like, one of them's gonna be a curse.
Yeah, realistically, he's ahead by less than a minute here. Sunnard very well could make this up, although getting a horrible pattern on rocks there. Able to avoid it. And obviously, Sunnard just needing to collect Amazing Emergency Exit, which I think is like a 13-second star, something like that. Nice MIPS grab there by Zhilkan.
Yeah, Zhilkan not with the quickest MIPS in the world getting through that door there, but very, very consistent, very, very calculated setup, and that's what you really want in these no resets. You don't want to be like running at the door with a weird angle, dropping the bunny, flying through the door by yourself. That doesn't really fly in these scenarios. So good on Zhilkan, going for what works. Sunnard is headed over to catch the rabbit himself, and DDD, front sub or rear sub? It's gonna be front sub, that's my guess.
The way he's lining it up kind of makes me inclined to believe it's rear sub. Not really doing any camera manipulation, and indeed he is going rear. Obviously in emulator, less lag on this stage. Still some, Sunnard with a good MIPS clip there.
Is there any? I feel like there's none.
I have definitely experienced lag on emulator.
I think you don't have your counter factors set to 1. Which is actually banned on the leaderboards now.
Huh.
If you have your counter factor set to the default setting, it lags really, really horribly in DDD. It's like arguably worse than N64 sometimes. And yeah, Sunnard looking as if he's also going for this rear sub. Yes, it is really banned now. Unless it was an April Fool's joke. It might have been an April Fool's joke. I think it was real.
Oh, Zhilkan! Oh no! Wow! Falling through the hole, we don't see that very often, but just barely missing the triple jump. Sorry to cut you off. He's going to have to go for a late cycle here now. Obviously just going down the side.
Confirmation in the chat from Ultimate Leaderboard mod Alaris. That it is not a joke. It is not an April Fool's meme. Something about making sure that emulator versions are proper, being hard to moderate, etc. Zhilkan grabbing the fire sea toss, no problem. And Sunnard missing this fire sea early cycle as well, so Zhilkan kind of breathing a sigh of relief there, but can't be too comfortable because coming up to these BLJs, if you miss 1, 2, 3, even 4 waves of BLJs, like at that point it's all caught up. Sunnard's not going to be behind anymore. Of course, Sunnard has to have near perfect BLJs at that point, but we'll see what is in the cards as Zhilkan jumps in the pipe, heads upstairs.
Yeah, and really so much can go wrong in Bowser in the Sky. This race by no means over, but Zhilkan has very much been cruising all race. Sunnard really hasn't made any like big mistakes. Both runners missing the cycle in Fire Sea. It's ultimately just been Zhilkan has been playing that much cleaner and had the LBLJ route, although starting to slip away some time here. There's 2 misses, and that's going to lose quite a bit of buffer in Sky.
Yeah, I mean, going into these BLJs, no, he clipped the door frame. That is so unfortunate. That is like basically RNG. Like it's technically not RNG, but like it's pretty much random whether or not you're going to be hitting that door frame in that particular way, losing all your speed. Really rough.
Finally getting it though, right as Sunnard's heading up there now.
But yeah, Sunnard's basically like on PB pace right now. Zhilkan on 15 4x pace into BLJs. Obviously,
Sunnard getting it first try.
Yeah, that's definitely going to keep him in the running here. Zhilkan in the driver's seat for sure. Sunnard catching up quite a bit.
Zhilkan bailing out there. That would have pretty much tied the race if he takes a death here.
I don't like that
Sunnard
angle.
got to be careful not to wet dry world. Having a lot of trouble after first trying the 50 star.
Yeah, this is not the staircase you want to be melting down on. This is not necessarily... It's not really technically easier. It's just like you don't have to reset all the time. So it kind of is easier. But Sunnard is into Sky now with a little bit of bled time. Zhilkan not taking any chances, though. Not going for no triple jump cycles. Didn't have the ability to do so. Taking out the Goomba and into the pipe. With a solid chance of victory here. Just needs to net these throws.
At least 2 throws of buffer here. Sunnard unfortunately had a chance to really get this thing close and just couldn't do it on that endless BLJ. And now he is pretty much tossed away any chance of coming back as he has just fallen there. Zhilkan gonna make sure the door is slammed shut. And indeed, he has nailed all 3 throws for an excellent time. So Zhilkan gonna take race number 1. Sunnard is in quite a bit of trouble here. Sunnard briefly had a shot at PB, but just kind of collapsing down the stretch.
I mean, like I was saying, both these players playing really, really solid in this match. Obviously, there's a bit of a like PB gap, right? So both of them playing at PB pace, it's going to be Zhilkan's ahead every time. But Zhilkan was straight up almost PB pace, and Sunnard was very, very much PB pace all the way into BLJs. So these guys are going crazy. These guys are going nuts. Chat calling it properly. Zhilkan was on 15 pace up until BLJs, which is pretty nuts. That's hard. That's going to be really hard for Sunnard to compete with, but we'll see if Zhilkan can play that cleanly in game number 2.
Sunnard missed a throw short, but otherwise pretty clean on his throws. He will finish up about a minute behind Zhilkan.
Exactly a minute, in fact. Beautiful.
So Zhilkan very much in the driver's seat. We have to see a miracle here out of Sunnard, or else he is going to finish in 3rd place. Still $75 on the line for 3rd place. 2nd place will get $125, winner $250. So definitely a pretty big ladder up. Higher you finish at this point.
Yeah, surely we've never seen any miracles happen in the Sun 64 16-star tournament. It's never happened. We've seen no upsets in this tournament. Pretty much the brackets are just like what you would expect, right?
To his credit, Sunnard was the 7 seed out of 8 coming into the knockout round. Ironically, his one loss in this tournament was to Zhilkan in the first round of the winner's bracket. Although Sunnard has run the table in the lower bracket, defeating Alexander Nassis, Ray, and Kudo in 3 straight matches. So he has absolutely been on a heater, very much deserving of top 3. Sunnard was able to claim a race off of Zhilkan in that first round match in the winner's bracket. So we will see if he is able to grab 1, possibly 2, off of Zhilkan here.
Yeah, needs to bust out the reverse 2-0. Would be pretty hard to do, but I don't know if anybody can do it. It might be Sunnard. I mean, this dude came into the tournament with what, like the 8th seed? I'm not sure if that's accurate, but something around there.
Oh, overall in the tournament, I do not know.
I think it was 7th. I think you're correct. Unless our sheet is incorrect, which is quite possible. We don't have our fantastic stats man, Matthew, doing our SM64 stat sheet this time around. Need more stats. What's the word? Statisticians? Statistician.
Statistician.
Statisticians? Okay, look, I didn't go to college, all right? I did live in a college town for like a year, but all I did was go to like frat parties and like drink. I don't think that
Yeah,
counts.
you're not gonna pick up much by osmosis there.
I do know how to ask people what their major is, though. That's the best way to blend in in a college town, is just to ask people what their major is and then make something up. I think both racers are ready here.
Zhilkan definitely ready. Sunnard might be doing a little bit more warming up.
Statistician.
No,
I really
looks like they have just been told to go, so we're just gonna wait for the Twitch delay here.
Pog.
Oh, how was your concert last night, by the way?
It was Pog. I'm surprised that my voice still works.
And indeed, we are underway.
Luckily, I won't be having to use it too much tonight, as we do have some fantastic commentators coming into the booth later on. We're going to have West Dog, Dry Blocks, and Collins VG in the booth, so it's going to be an absolute just commentator jamboree here tonight. I'm excited. Not only for the games, but also for the Mario talking.
I'm also excited because that gives me the rest of my Sunday off to watch the Masters.
You mean to watch the 16-star Open, right?
I can do both. I have two eyes.
One eye one way, one eye the other way. That's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we're gonna be losing too many of our viewers to golf. I think that is. I think we're good.
That is in fact golf.
I think we're all right.
Yeah, the leaders haven't even teed off yet for the day, so.
I don't know what that means.
In any event, we are here playing Super Mario 64. I almost just said golf.
What?
We're gonna get synced up there. I don't know. My caffeine may or may not still be kicking in. Oh, and look at this! Sunnard is gonna go LBLJ.
Oh no, and not able to get that clip. Oh, neither is Zhilkan. And I mean, obviously coming into this, the thought process probably just, man, I gotta get up to this guy's speed. Yeah, grabbing the door.
The door, and Zhilkan is gonna take a huge lead here. Sunnard's gonna have to redo it.
Yeah, it's not a huge deal. Not a huge deal. Not that much time lost in the bag so far. We're still chilling. Gotta get it this time though, or else we're gonna be in a little bit of hurt.
One death, and Sunnard's right back in it.
Oh yeah. Oh man, going for that camera turn. Not sure how comfortable Sunnard is with it. I don't think we saw it last time, did we? See if he does it again. Oh no.
Having some issues, and he's gonna keep going with that. I thought for a second he was gonna bail out of it.
But yeah, it's kind of the sunken cost fallacy at this point. I mean, if you it's
well,
with the death.
Maybe
Let's
not.
go.
Maybe not. Zhilkan with a timely
race.
death, perhaps allowing Sunnard to get back in, and if he's able to get it,
get
that
through.
looks like a good BLJ.
Yes.
Turning it around, and he
didn't go to the back of the room. He didn't go to the back of the room. You want to get all the way to the back of the void. Unless you're going for some crazy quick turn strat, you want to go to the back of the void, so when you turn around, you're getting stuck on the proper pixels and the proper areas. Unfortunately, Sunnard just not getting the right hangulations out of the doorway.
And
You can still make this work.
this is looking a lot better.
Oh no, dude.
That's okay. That's okay. That room is okay. You can BLJ from there.
Not if you don't know what you're doing, and Sunnard does not really know what's going on here, has way too much of an angle. If you don't know what you're doing in this room, it can be a bit of a disaster. Maybe we are fine. That is a good angle. I don't know if that works that far right. No. You want to be like more to the left. That angle is good. I think that angle's fine. And you have to be holding up right.
There you go.
But we are in the
But
doorway.
unfortunately, ironically, maybe the non-LBLJ was the meta there. Because Sunnard had a golden opportunity with Zhilkan losing almost a minute, dying at the very end of Dark World, and now he's still behind by the entirety of Dark World. Obviously catching a break that he's, in this race at all, but after you had mentioned it in the first race, I think you might have been onto something there.
Yeah, I mean, it's less of like the Dark World parts, right? Because as I was saying before, like we have to do Dark World in both routes, but
Sunnard just missed the red coin.
yeah, not a big deal. He's got it. Sunnard's chilling. He's not dead. That's the key ingredient here. But as I was saying, like the stuff that happens in Dark World when you're like comparing non-LBLJ and LBLJ really doesn't matter. Both players have to go through it. It's really what happens beforehand. So Sunnard messing up LBLJ is really, I think, the biggest takeaway right here, right? Like if he would have just stuck to his guns, gone for the no LBLJ route, and Zhilkan takes a death, like Zhilkan's
He's right in this.
Yeah, Zhilkan's time like is plus 10 on a good day, right? In terms of routing differences. With that mistake taken into effect.
And then Sunnard is gonna miss.
So
he is already not feeling it.
He went for the big toss and threw him right off the edge. You hate to see it.
Pretty quick cleanup though. Zhilkan 1-star ahead after getting owlless. He got a picture-perfect texture setup in race number 1. Let's see what he does here. Lining it up. And missing it, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Sunnard had a really, really solid Womps in game number 1. Like, Sunnard honestly is still in this race. Like, it's really easy to look at what happened and be like, all right, Sunnard's out of this. But, like, we're 2 stars down. If he plays cleanly for the rest of this LBLJ route and Zhilkan makes some mistakes, which Zhilkan's not bulletproof, right? He's kind of a god gamer, but dude can make mistakes as well. We're all human, I think. Probably no cyborgs playing in the CCG 16-star Open.
That would be pretty impressive, though. I don't think we've been able to program a bot to do much of any... Wow! Sunnard just got so glad.
What a gamer.
Well, that'll make up some time. Although he obviously still has 2 more stars to go. Zhilkan getting the texture set up the second time. Interestingly, has not collected owlless yet. We'll be doing that last.
Yeah, something we haven't talked about enough in this race matchup is the fact that both players rocking the anime profile pictures. I think it's worth, you know, bringing into the pool, bringing into the pot. Like, who has the better anime profile picture? We'll just flash Zhilkan's on screen right now. Anime profile pictures.
Oh, I see.
As a gamer, that gives you so much power. Like, you got to pick the right one.
Sunnard attempting a double jump owlless there, didn't work out. Gonna go back to the triple jump. Has to line it back up. That looks much better. Oh, maybe not. Spoke too soon. See, I thought that they were just, whoever made that poll was memeing about Zhilkan, his literal face being an anime profile picture.
Oh, that could be possible too. I'm not sure if Zhilkan is an anime character IRL.
Well, Sunnard finally getting owlless. Zhilkan gonna have to bail out of Tomoplus there, and thought about getting the Condor Star. Was a little too late. Instead, shining atop the pyramid.
Yeah, Zhilkan with that super swaggy back up there, back over to the pyramid. I haven't really seen that much. Where I mean, you can kind of bounce for the first time over really anything. You can bounce over quicksand, over lava. So that was pretty interesting to see. You'll see most people long jump there.
It's classic plus out of Zhilkan the second time around, and he gets it. Kinda both runners spaghettiing a little bit in this race. It's been interesting. It's not like it's a elimination race in the top 3 or anything.
Yeah, definitely some nerves coming into play.
Very nice Tomoplus looking like. If he gets the height, and he does.
Yeah, it is medium bomb.
There we go.
Is in there. Yes. Very swag. Now, one thing I really want to see out of Sunnard is him just kind of like keeping his head in the game, right? Because we're going for some pretty hard strats here or there. Like, we're going for like double jump owl, assault plus, and those things make sense, right? But just keep doing what you know how to do. Don't go for anything crazy. Like, we're not busting out fly guyless here. If you don't, you know, you're not comfortable with GTM slide and HMC, don't do GTM slide. Don't do front sub if you don't know how to do it very well. Like, just keep to your guns, because the second you try going too ham, You're kind of just like throwing away everything, right?
I do briefly want to call to some okay, hold on a second. Actually, Zhilkan, oh, just barely. If he would have been a little more off to the left with that bully, that could have been a glitch. But I do want to call attention here. Tomkar has just flushed 14,000 channel points.
What do you mean? He redeemed another channel point reward, the most useful channel point reward on Twitch.
Well, you got me there.
All right, corner jump here for Zhilkan, nailing it. Of course, doing it moving. What else would you expect? But the star lead is not massive. Zhilkan is not playing this super clean, right? That bully star was like the most slop you can get on a bully star without dying. Like,
or getting the bully star to glitch out, because that has happened.
Wait, what?
Like it's possible to have the bully either by being on the moving platform or hitting the bully on the same frame that you send him into the lava, that it won't register, and he'll just like be like halfway into the lava but not like registering as being defeated, and then it's impossible to get that star.
Yeah, I think I've seen that happen, or it happened to me or something. For some reason I remember being a randomizer glitch, but maybe it's the real thing. Seems like a real thing.
It is 100% a real thing.
Alright, so into HMC here. Zhilkan going for the triple box jump. Probably the last bastion of hope for time loss for Sunnard, but HMC proven to be kind of an easy stage. Let's be real. Like, what stars are really scary in here? Maybe if you do GTM slide, I can see Rolling Rocks being scary, but you're scared of emergency exit. You might want to change up your strategy. Maybe you're doing left side. Maybe you're making the wrong choice.
Yeah, I go like hyper safe on amazing emergency exit, so I can't talk really. I like go all the way over to the grate. Sunnard could be in a little bit of trouble here. Can't take any more burns, but he should be fine with a very fast bully kill there.
Yeah, saving a bit of time.
Okay. And indeed, a left side for Zhilkan. Very clean. Are just now heading over to Hazy Maze Cave. 2 and a Toad behind. Nice sync here. We're just gonna pretend that they're even on stars.
Hey, we might not have to pretend at the end of the day. I mean, Sunnard is missing this triple box jump.
Oh,
which is a little bit hurtful.
So I'm gonna go for a backup here. Not able to get the clip. Missed triple box jump and fell down. Just not able to get over that wall, and he has to be careful because there is a death floor around this room. There we go. Getting it and landing on the island. Well done.
Yeah, there's a couple different ways you can back that up with a triple jump or a side flip, and that particular one I feel like is the scariest. It's like kind of harder to get over the wall and hard to avoid the death plane as you're pointing out, but Sunnard making it work there. Lost quite a bit of time, unfortunately, on that star, though.
Zhilkan having some trouble getting through the 30-star door. He was very fast in the last race. Now starting to lose some time, finally getting through the third try. He lost about 10-15 seconds there. Sunnard still with 2 more stars to go before he's even dealing with MIPS at all. Much better pattern this time for Sunnard. Side flip into the star, sure. Zhilkan once again going for back sub. Not a surprise as he is in a substantial lead. Pretty much you have to assume Zhilkan's going to play everything as safe as humanly possible down the stretch. He has at least a minute of lead here, and he has been pretty spaghetti on this run. You can see he's well behind PB pace.
Yeah, I don't know if there's that much you can really go safe on. I mean, I guess you could do non-pole glitch Fire Sea early cycle, which is what we're going to be seeing. I'm not sure if you've been seeing pole glitch out of Zhilkan throughout the tournament, but I mean,
at least in this race.
you can't really go easier in Fire Sea than this without attempting to lose time. And then obviously BLJs, there's really no safety strats unless you're a pause buffer believer. And then Sky is just like, you kind of just got to go all out. I mean, maybe skip the speed kick over the gap or something. Don't go for TAS long jump, but kind of just go big or go home for the late part of this run as Sunnard is dipping into DDD. Honestly, I said don't go for the front sub before. If you know it, you might want to bust it out here, Sunnard, because it is not looking... I mean, you're going to have to bank on A, some BLJ mishaps, and B, maybe even a bit of a Sky meltdown.
Front sub only saves like 2 to 4 seconds, right?
You need every second. We need every second
That
right
is...
now. And it only saves like 1.
Well, indeed, Sunnard are going to go for back sub.
Probably advisable.
I would agree with that. Yeah, Sunnard has gone for some generally inadvisable strategies in this race. Down 1-0, really having to throw everything at the wall. Very clean there. Although now behind by the entirety of Fire Sea, Zhilkan heading upstairs. He has not played his best here in race 2, but he is getting it out of the way now with Sunnard in meltdown mode.
Oh, we're not in meltdown mode? What do you mean? Where's the meltdown?
Actually, he's going to go for pole glitch here, and he got it. Okay. Okay, Sunnard.
I like the meltdown. I think Sunnard's been playing pretty well during this race.
All things considered, he has been playing very well, yes.
Slide kick to
Zhilkan's
victory here.
Struggling here, and Sunnard with the... Okay, there we go. First try. Sunnard had a shot at ultimate cycle, but gonna just go down the rail.
Yeah, ultimate there was super dead. I mean, he would have had to be much earlier to that. Basically, ultimate cycle, you literally can't like have any sort of error. Like everything has to be perfect and no dust, nothing crazy. Like it is so precise to get ultimate cycle. It is not even funny. Like just pole glitch is hard enough, but ultimate is like you're basically extending like a Pokemon manip, like frame perfect inputs for the entirety of the stage.
Zhilkan on his endless stare BLJ, I think bonked on the invisible wall and still clipped through, which is pretty interesting. You don't see that very often.
Yeah,
Successful left side by
Sunnard.
Zhilkan. If he realizes that Sunnard is just now leaving Fire Sea, he will play this pretty safe, and there's no Troll Goomba in the way. Zhilkan 3 throws away from the final.
Yeah, Sunnard busting out a Fire Sea Gold here, but a little bit too little too late. Unfortunately, Zhilkan is already into Bowser's final fight here. Going to be taken out. 2 throws. 1 more needs to be happening here. And no possibility of throw meltdown. Oh, okay. All right. Start counting, chat. 1, 2.
Oh, there's another one,
dang.
actually. Okay, getting it there.
I wanted to believe in the Sunnard comeback, but unfortunately, a 2-0 here today. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Zhilkan deserved it. He played well. He showed up to play. That's what counts.
Sunnard ultimately going to take a death there. Now, Zhilkan's 17-18 was only 2 seconds faster than Sunnard's non-LBLJ route. So I don't know if we're going to see Sunnard finish out here. He has certainly deserved the honor of finishing out. I imagine we're not going to have a third race as Zhilkan, in a matter of minutes at this point, will be facing Finney for the championship of the 16-star Open.
Yeah, we definitely have time to fit in a third game here. If both players want to rock. We'll see. Honestly, Sunnard having a lot of trouble with these elevators right now. Might just want to go visit the mini Womp over there. That's one part of the level. Like, I wish that jump didn't exist, because I don't know. I feel like we should see more of this level. a cool level, casually.
We need to get KZ to put in, like, the pipe is blocked unless you collect all 8 red coins and then just throw a red coin over there. Something like that.
Oh, a random speed kick. I like it. I'm not sure if I've seen that before. Oh, man. Come on. That wasn't that much further left than Zhilkan's third
Yeah,
throw.
that was.
Come on.
This
game is rigged.
Rough. Yeah.
We gotta get
every copy of Super Mario 64 is personalized, as we know.
We need a data pack with standardized bomb RNG. That's what we need.
Another thing we can get KZ on. He was attempting to throw to a place where there was no bomb.
Was it KZ? I thought it was Kaze.
I've heard KZ more than I've heard Kaze.
I have no idea.
Honestly, I don't either.
I'm just here to say words.
Hey, that's not true. You're also here to restream. Sunnard getting the start exactly 20 minutes.
Yeah, he baited me. That's like restreamers' worst nightmares when a runner just trolls you out of the run. You're just sitting here like waiting to split.
You know what? Kaze is the Japanese pronunciation, but
it's Kaze. That does not help when it's posted in text in the same way it is spelled.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like we will be getting game number 3 here for some fun gamer action. Yes, indeed.
I guess I was thinking that Zhilkan was going to rest up for his grand final, but I'm guessing he does not want to go into the grand final on that 17 that he just had.
I'm thinking that Zhilkan just likes to play Super Mario 64. I think that's why we're going to get game number 3.
Yeah, certainly he does not want to wear himself out. Possibility of having 4 more races this afternoon. He will be facing Finney for the Grand Championship. And it should be noted that he will be going into that match with a 1-0 disadvantage. It is first to 3. So Finney only needs to win 2 races for the title. Zhilkan will need 3 as he's coming out of the losers bracket.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, Finney is kind of cracked. Maybe we should be giving him the handicap. Kappa.
Maybe you could negotiate, like, something in the prize pool where Finney, like gets a guaranteed cut. And then, I don't know.
Negotiate a new contract. I don't know if that's in the cards. I didn't read Art of the Deal.
Yeah, he'll be picking up his player's option, as I'm sure is expected. In any event, we are going to have race number 3 here. Sunnard, credit to him for grinding in the lower bracket. 3 straight wins, ultimately falling to Zhilkan for the 2nd time here, as he fell to Zhilkan in the upper bracket as well. And Zhilkan's going to get a shot at revenge at Finney, who he lost to in the winner's bracket final, which put him in this race in the first place. So he will be... Actually, now that I think about it, maybe at a little bit of an advantage now that he has been playing more. I don't know what Finney's doing right now, but Zhilkan is in a race environment. He is going to be locked and loaded and in the zone. Thankfully, we saw 6 for 6 Laku skips in this race.
I mean, I'm sure Finney is practicing up. This is the 16-star Open, after all, the most illustrious gamer tournament on the planet. I think the biggest prize pool in the history of esports. So, kind of a big deal. Sunnard is not...
Can he get...
no,
okay,
he has not enough speed.
Okay. Right back in the door, sure.
Yeah, that's just a really, really fast way to retry LBLJ there. Sunnard gonna be trying to stick with the LBLJ guns here. Trying to have a better performance than last race. Let's see it. Oh, no, too much speed. Popping out the other side of the staircase. He's going for that camera turn angle.
And a quick note that this tournament is brought to you by Urban Arts! UA to learn more about them. There we go. Getting at that try. And all things considered, a little bit closer than the last race, even with Zhilkan taking that death. But yeah, Urban Arts, I believe, supplied the prize pool for this tournament. Is that correct?
Urban Arts provides the world to everybody. Urban Arts is the light in my heart. Does that answer your question?
They also provide opportunities for underprivileged students to get into college by teaching them valuable skills through game design.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That is very true. Yeah, we gotta start getting some of those Urban Arts showcases going on. I've been teasing them for a while. They're supposed to start on April 1st. That wasn't an April Fool's joke, but it's kind of turned into one. Because it is now the 10th and we still haven't held any, but Jason has not come knocking on my door yet, so thank you, Jason. Being kind to me. We do have some sick showcases coming up, though.
We'll get them.
Alright, Sunnard throwing Bowser into the first bomb here. Bowser able to withstand a lot of damage. Has to be thrown into 5 total explosives in this run in order to actually take him out. Although I think the first 2 Bowsers are technically illusions, question mark? I don't really know. Has anybody actually read all those text boxes?
I have. It is in fact the real Bowser.
Oh, it is the real Bowser. He just spins around in a circle and turns into coins. Got it. Okay.
No, that's him running away. He gives up the key in order to fight another day because he knows that Mario has bested him on this day. And also he has to hurry up and get to Fire Sea because they're going to be there in like 2 minutes. Zhilkan missing another cannonless. Another opportunity for Sunnard to catch up here.
Yeah, that's one thing that speedrunners don't do, is they don't give Bowser proper time to prepare. He's got a really good, like, back, what do they call it? A crew? I don't know anything about stage production and, like, plays and stuff.
I think crew, yeah.
Production crew? I'm sure there's something specific for, like, wardrobe. Wardrobe. His wardrobe is on point because this dude is ready for everything. They even get his makeup done for Bowser in the Sky. He's, like, all rainbowy, which is pretty cool.
Zhilkan really struggling here all of a sudden with Kless. Missing it twice now in this race. Finally getting it on a 3rd attempt. Sunnard continuing to go for setupless. At this point, why not? Sunnard has confirmed been in 3rd position in this tournament. Be going home with $75 of Jason's money.
Are headed through the basement now for Zhilkan. I'm wondering if we're going to see any sort of shenanigans from Zhilkan, because obviously Sunnard going for some interesting decision making here in Juan's Fortress.
I don't think he does, because Zhilkan has that. Well, just gonna toss that bomb away. There we go. Sunnard getting first try outwards that time. I did not see if it was a double or a triple jump, but still very nice.
I think it was double.
Zhilkan okay, that's interesting. Zhilkan probably at this point just trying to play his game, as he does have that grand final match coming up in half an hour against Finney. I'm surprised he's doing this race at all, but he really needs to be focused and on his game here heading into that grand final matchup where he is going to need to beat Finney 3 times, something he has failed to do so far in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, what better way to warm up to a race than to do a race? I mean,
that's fair, but the last race and this race have really not been going Zhilkan's way. Sunnard gonna lose that bomb. I don't know if he's gonna be able to catch up the Condor in time. He's not. Okay. He's gonna have to back it up with the top of the pyramid. That was a little bit scary.
Yeah, Sunnard going for the swag slide kick movement there. We were talking about it in the last game. Zhilkan going for it. Was a little bit scarier that time. Didn't have a ton of speed and almost fell backwards down the slope, with would have led to a death. Quicksand is not your friend in this game, but Sunnard is going for it again here. The Tama looking hot, gets over the cage there, and we are in to the pyramid. Solid Tama plus for that attempt. Alright, Dan, I'm gonna need you to call in sick to work so you can watch the finals. That's my final decision. Oh, Fly Guyless not. Ooh, okay. Ooh, yeah. We lost a little bit of speed there. Rough.
Oh, Sunnard.
It was
nothing
looking
to
hot.
play for. Decide to give us all a show.
I'm not an expert at the Fly Guyless, but it looked to me like there was maybe like a dusty rollout there or something. Oh no, gonna go for the I don't even know what to call that, but none of the swag working out for the talent. Just gonna go for the absolute beginner strategy here of walking to the pillar, reading the bird. I think that's swag in itself.
I mean, that's what I do.
That's pretty powerful. I've honestly been so transfixed by Sunnard's side of the screen, I have no idea what Zhilkan has been doing for the last like 2 minutes.
He got side hop / corner jump, but then missed the star as he was diving. He just like kind of dove past it. He's just been vibing. I think he got bully also. Sunnard getting the red coins in the wrong order.
Yeah, once you take 2 burns at the beginning of LLL red coins, it's pretty much all off the like table. It's pretty much just like whatever works. It's like playground style. Grab whatever coin is closest.
I'm gonna go for Lava Boost for the first time. Does not get it.
Is he dead? Yep.
He is dead. Although he does get to respawn back in the volcano. Sunnard, first try corner jump.
That is the cope of the century in Lava Boost is... Oh, I can just spawn right back in the volcano. It's even more of a cope when you're doing elevator tour, because you like should not be dying on the star. Unless you're trying to like cut corners. Yeah, Zhilkan making it. Honestly, I'm surprised people don't die more often on elevator tour. Okay, what is going on Sunnard's screen? He is taking a lot of booty birds. That is a low health bar.
He is gonna have to, yeah, collect a coin, because he's going into elevator tour. Can only take 1 piece of damage here, as he now finds himself down to 1 health. Avoids getting burned. That is good news.
He's...
And
oh,
what?
The bug off the wall saving Sunnard there. That was actually comical as hell. He doesn't have enough life. He needs to go back for 1 more coin. There we go. Okay. No, and he doesn't get up again. Okay, just climb the pyramid. Just take the L. It's time to take the L. Please don't go back down. Okay, there we go. Doesn't quite know the ultimate strategy of climbing the pyramid. That is... Oh, okay. Now, oh, no. Oh, getting a little bit too...
Time to do elevator again.
Oh, nope. Doesn't have enough health.
At this point, you just die. And you do
oh, he just died. No, dude. Oh, that was tragic. That was a tragedy. That was like a Shakespearean play right there. That was like, you couldn't write it any more tragic. I feel so bad for Sunnard right now. Alright, Sunnard. Collecting elevator tour. Star's a lot easier when you have enough life.
Yes.
I gotta say.
Not dying is generally advisable. That's just a life pro tip from your old pal AC, right? That was a backflip off of the sign. Nice parkour.
Sunnard fans apparently leaving the stadium right now. I think we need to see some more support from the Sunnard fans, not walkouts. Going for the ledge grab here. That is actually incredibly powerful. Ledge grabbing on that sets you up super nicely to do a quick long jump over to the bully platform. Super underrated backup strat. Doing the triple jump into the star. I like to see it, but Zhilkan already running over to catch Mr. Mips here in the hallway. Perhaps Miss Mips. I'm not sure if Mips is gendered in the player's handbook. I have to ask Miyamoto about that one.
Ready Bond pulling out the coffee pasta. Okay, that was interesting.
I mean, someone's got to cheer for Sunnard. I don't know if Ready Band is an ultimate Sunnard fan, but apparently so. Oh, Sunnard getting the bat assist, but not enough. Not enough. The bat almost assisting Sunnard out of the pit. That was actually kind of crazy. If it would have been a save there.
Attempt for Zhilkan. Got it.
Huge. Okay.
Hot dog and Sunnard does not rhyme. Last I checked.
I don't know. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Sunnard attempting the GTM slide.
Oh no, he can live. He can live. He can live. He can. Oh no, he can't live.
Zhilkan gonna go for a front sub, and now we're seeing some swag.
Oh no, he had it too.
Yeah,
that was like a hot setup. That was like you're on N64, you're saving the lag frames, you're feeling good about your life front sub setup. Oh no.
Okay, I don't know what that just was, but
I don't know the particular reasoning for that, but it does happen if you failed GTM slide. I'm guessing you don't have enough speed or something. Or you like see up too late, perhaps. Those are my two guesses. See up slides are just the weirdest things in the world.
Well, Zhilkan finally getting, oh, okay, sure. This is not Ultimate Cycle, but sure.
I think this is referred to Pogger's cycle or something like that. I'm not sure, but Zhilkan definitely mixing it up here in Fire Seat. Sunnard is just wrapping up HMC, a couple more stars to go. One thing I can say though for sure is that this was a pretty good lower bracket finals match. I mean, considering the PB gap coming into this, Zhilkan being a pretty heavy favorite to win, I think Sunnard put up a pretty good fight in this one. Definitely gave us a good showing.
Credit to Sunnard coming in as the 7th seed, finishing 3rd. Definitely finishing above his potential, knocking out the 3, 5, and 6 seeds out of this tournament. And we're going to get the 1 and 2 seed in the final. So, of the 4 seeds above him that didn't make the final, Sunnard knocked out 3 of them. Pretty epic gameplay there by Sunnard. He is going to grab the Island Star, now needing to grab Mips, although Zhilkan already heading up to the upstairs. Sunnard has definitely provided quite a bit of entertainment value throughout this race, pretty much realizing that he had pretty much lost it early in race 2. Zhilkan just practicing now, hoping for a first try 50-star BLJ. Don't know if that... No, I'm not going to catch.
Oh, Sunnard's going for it. He's going... I don't know if this is originally done by Widit, but Widit is the first person I've ever seen do this. Going all the way around with Mips.
This is most definitely inadvisable. Although if we ever do get that Mario 64 Swag tournament...
Very clean. That was very
Zhilkan,
clean.
I think, is intentionally trying to get into Wet Dry World right now. And he knows it. We want to see it. Hey! Let's go!
Pog.
Yes, Jay Waterman, Zhilkan is going to get the rematch against Finney, and that is coming up next.
Is he going to do red
scheduled
points?
For 30. At this juncture, I don't know if this race is going to end up finishing because both of these runners have been just going for swag here. I think
no, we
Sarah's
got we have plenty of time. We have literally 20 minutes until the next game. We're chilling.
This is not a 16-star strategy. Zhilkan.
What do you mean? He's got 16 stars. It's got to be a 16.
Yeah, but he's going to get 17 here once he gets this, which is not the number of stars that you need.
Well, I mean, usually you'd get MIP star, right? So you'd have 17 stars either way.
That is not correct. You do not get MIP star.
Wait a second.
Is there a meaning? Although, overall, pretty clean red coins there from Zhilkan. I don't believe that star is in 70. No, it's definitely not in 70. But maybe Zhilkan has a 120 star in his future. Let's try again. Actually, this is going to give him a little bit more Sunnard is also going to get a red coin. That's the cleanest 50-star BLJ Zhilkan has done in this entire match.
Oh. Red coins in Fire Sea. My favorite 16-star strategy. Very cool. Oh. Okay.
That is, in fact, an acceptable BLJ. Not ideal by any stretch, but acceptable.
Sunnard. Does Sunnard run 70 stars? Is there any Sunnard fans in the chat room that can confirm or deny the existence of Sunnard playing 70 star? Because Sunnard might need to pick up 70 at this point. I mean, kind of going crazy with the reds right now.
Unfortunately, that would be an invalid attempt because he has BLJ'd multiple times in this race already.
Well, I didn't mean in this particular run. I just meant in general, probably.
He does not appear to be a 16-star runner, a 70-star. Oh, he is most definitely a 16-star runner.
Wow.
No,
I see how it is. I see how it is, AC.
Only a 16-star runner.
He's only a 16-star runner. I see how it is.
Minecraft. So,
wait, Sunnard runs Minecraft?
It says he plays 16 stars, ROM hacks, Minecraft, and something else in French that I found.
What Minecraft category?
Does not say. Let's go to speedrun.com. Since this has just become the Sunnard show. User Sunnard. He plays 16 star no LBLJ, and that is it. Those are the only. Although he does follow Mario Odyssey on speedrun.com.
You baited me. I was baited.
It's possible that he maybe just plays it casually. Zhilkan beating my PB by over 10 minutes, doing Wet Dry World, so that hurts my feelings a little bit. Although I would have had a 23 if I didn't lose 5 minutes in the final Bowser fight.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I would have had world record in my last PB attempt if I didn't make about 1 million mistakes. So I totally understand.
Wow, I see how it is. Interesting fact about Zhilkan, he has also run Super Mario 64 Sapphire, which is a pretty nice ROM hack, and he also has a run on Ultraman Towards the Future for the SNES, where he is in 4th place.
That is not a game I have ever heard of in my entire life. That is very epic.
That makes 2 of us. The Scottish runner Bidey is currently in 1st place with 13-19. So if you got 15 minutes to spare, maybe pick up that game. Only a couple runs on the leaderboard, so you could have a nice shiny place on the leaderboard. Oh, looks like Zhilkan has actually beaten Mario 64 blindfolded in 16 star.
I think you've told me that before. Are you sure you haven't told me that before?
I don't believe I've told you that, but it might have been somebody else. Or I could not have been me. He does have runs in all categories. He finds himself in 10th place, actually, on the EMU
Sunnard, no.
120 star.
Sunnard is in Rainbow Ride. Sunnard, you could have had the sub 22. No. I don't think you could have sub 22, actually. Okay, that's tragic. If you pop into Rainbow Ride in a 16-star run, at the end of the run, at the end of the series, you better be ready to like blow my socks off. All right, here we go. Is it gonna be tricky triangles? I think it is. Oh.
He's going swinging in the breeze.
Oh, let's go. Alternate route, swinging in the breeze. Hoggers.
Really struggling on that very simple platform. Long jump, gonna go for a dive here. And not a dive, there's a dive. And a successful swing in the breeze. And in fact, Sunnard winning this matchup, collecting 18 stars to Zhilkan's 17. So congratulations to Sunnard. 2-1 race as he is going to extend his lead going into TikTok clock.
Oh my god, dude.
And in all seriousness, I think we are going to have to move on at some point.
All right, we do still have time, technically. I think the Sunnard should just do a whole 120 star run right now. And we'll just delay the grand finals by a while.
I think I've told this story on stream before, but we used to do 30-star races in the old SRL days in IRC chats. There was one runner who would do the 16-star route, BLJ into Tippy, and then do all of TTC and Rainbow Ride.
Oh, are we going for a real objective? Poggers? I'm pogging?
I don't believe right side gets you anywhere, except into a pillar. Nice. That happened to be my first ever 70-star BLJ, actually. Oh my god. It's going for red coins.
I mean, it is an objective. It's not an objective that should be on the agenda, but it is an objective. Hey, AC, if you really want, we could just cut to a starting soon screen. We could just watch that instead for the next 10 minutes, I think.
I mean, we're here now. I think we have to do this now.
Oh, okay.
That was
weird.
So I'm gonna get some Fire Sea practice in. He has been a little bit sloppy in Fire Sea. Had some issues back in race number 1, I believe.
Alright, let's see how the pole kicks are for Sunnard. Looking hot. Beautiful. Epic. Oh, the side flip. Okay, I'm not sure that's standard
And not taking a death, that's a relief.
in any movement in Sky, but it did just happen. Oh, okay, almost. Almost gaming. You can do like stall kicks all the way up to the stairs and it looks really cool. It's like when you, like, you know, you first got in middle school and you realize you could like skip a stair and you're like, damn, I'm a cool kid. I don't have to use all the stairs. That's basically what Mario does. Maybe that was just me.
Oh no, it was everybody. There have been many.
God. That dive was so risky.
Well, we hope all 94 of you are enjoying this. You're definitely getting more than your money's worth. Oh, that was a safe stay. I'm like, wow, I didn't know you could work there from a BLJ.
Yeah, everybody paid their admission fee, right? It was $20 at the door. I hope nobody skipped that.
I got it in free because I'm a commentator. Sunnard is...
No, you gotta pay it for production here. Sorry. Gonna have to bill you that later.
Yeah, I'll Venmo it to you.
Alright, sweet.
4 easy payments of $4.99 plus tax.
Alright, we gotta get the solo focus here for the thrilling conclusion of Sunnard's epic 20-star run. Mario can, while spinning throw, surely it will hit first try.
I would like to emphasize this... Oh my... Okay, no, you missed it. I would like to emphasize this still beats my PB, so I'm going to have to grind this, because this is hurting my feelings a little bit.
Oh my god, how did that miss, dude? No, Sunnard, please, end this. End the pain and suffering.
There's not a bomb there. There's a bomb there. There we go. And that's a wrap. 20-star world record. I guess?
Someone might have to phone in to Sunnard after this race and let him know that spinning Mario actually does not affect the speed at which you spin Bowser. Like, you don't gotta move the camera around. I'm not sure if he knows that, but either way, a solid 26-minute time for this 20-star run from Sunnard. Really putting up a solid fight, at least for the first 2 races, until it just became a meme fest. But fill in the intermission time. I gotta appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, that way we have a little bit of content, and we don't have to let all of these nearly 100 viewers watch a slide for 40 minutes. They are gonna have to watch a slide for like 9 minutes ish.
You don't like my BRB screen?
Well, I mean, that was more entertaining than the BRB screen.
All right, fair.
Best of 5 coming up. Zhilkan will be at a 1-0 disadvantage to Finney. So do tune in for that in just a couple of minutes, and we will catch you around in the grand final of the EMU 16-star Open. And don't forget, we have Suiji and Benji coming up at 6 to close.
I mean, who cares about Suiji versus Benji? This is the finals we're talking about, EC. I don't think you're doing it proper honor. You know how long this tournament has been going on?
Yeah, it's true. It was like November when we started this.
Was it November? Jesus.
Maybe.
I don't think it was that long ago, but it was certainly a while ago. Either way, the finals are coming up. It is the finals of the EMU bracket. $500 prize pool. This is huge. This is largely be there or be square. Let's see honestly if we can get these guys in for an interview. I think you forgot about that part too. AC's trying to run out the door. AC, if you gotta go, man, I understand.
I am in fact gonna bop out.
Okay.
Nice commentating with you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Now I'm lonely. Hopefully Zhilkan or Sunnard will interview. I don't think Sunnard will. Oh, Sunnard wrote a conclusion in the chat. Very epic. Yo, Zhilkan, what's going on, man?
Yo, hello, Servern. What's up?
Not much. How are you feeling about making it back into the upper bracket rematch against Finney? I wasn't able to catch the race yesterday, but how'd you do against him? How are you feeling about your rematch?
Yesterday I didn't have really good matches. Honestly, I choked very hard on some places. But today I played better, definitely. So if I can keep this rhythm, I have a chance against Finney, hopefully.
Nice, nice. I'm glad you're confident. Yeah, I was thinking at the end of that last race, I was like, oh, 19. I don't know if he's going to feel good about that. But then I realized there was a little bit of memory in that race after all. Yeah, I don't think what Dry World 100, or excuse me, 8 Reds is going to be in your routes versus Finney. At least I hope not, unless there's some sort of gentleman's agreement going on. But yeah. Yeah, I hope you're fired up. We don't have too much time to dilly-dally before the next matchup. We will be able to decompress a little bit more after the grand finals. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope you're ready to go. I hope you have enough left in the tank. A lot of Mario playing today. And yeah.
It will definitely be hard to to play so many races at once. But I will try my best.
Yeah, a little bit different from the standard situation, but you know, long road coming up from the losers. Obviously, a little bit of a short one for you. You only play one match down here, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the rematch. And we will go to a short break here, learn a little bit about our sponsor, Urban Arts, who graciously put up the prize pools for this tournament. And we will be back shortly, about 5-6 minutes. So stay tuned.